What you
Love
saying,
it.
V? What
Love
you
it.
saying, V?
Listen, thanks for having me on. 9:45 in the morning. I tuned in, listened to Husam's watch along while I was watching the game. And this is the thing, man. This is the thing. You can't do this, Husam. You can't. I see how you want to appoint blame, and you got Judge Mo coming on here, and the first thing you want to do was defend Salah. Salah's no different than any player that's been at Liverpool. If he's getting criticism, he's getting criticism. You guys were quick to give it to Mane. You're quick to give it to Jordan Henderson. You've given it to players that have delivered for you in the past. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. Salah hasn't been that guy. This has been the season, probably most injuries he's ever had. And he hasn't been effective. You can admit that. So some of the fan base saying, you know what, it's probably the right time for him to say bye-bye and let's get some cash injection and do what you did with Coutinho. You can't fault him for that. This game, how are you guys ignoring? You're ignoring the leadership on this team, or should I say, the lack of leadership on this team. There's no reason why Liverpool should consecutively surrender the first goal. You guys are dismissing that like, oh, it's always the attack. The attack aren't delivering. You keep surrendering the first goal over and over and over again. Where are you pointing the finger for that?
Yeah,
Where
you're
are you
right.
looking at that?
Because you're right. You're absolutely right. They don't. Nobody wants to talk about it. They want to scapegoat the forwards only, but they don't know that they in the last like 10 games they always conceded chances before they scored. And it's tactics, and it's just players not being in the right
player
place.
accountability, it's leadership. Van Dijk's your leader. He's in that defense, and you guys keep giving up these weak first goals consistently.
Yes,
and you want to point the finger on not being clinical. Being clinical is actually a problem across the entire league. Let's be real. I've been critical of my attackers, and yes, I score goals, but we've been critical of our attackers.
Erling Haaland, have some shame.
Yes, and there's been a lot of criticism on him being clinical. Look at Arsenal, even though they're at top of the league. Look at how critical they've been of their players being critical to score. There's no
Erling
difference.
Haaland's about to win the Golden Boot. How can you say he's not clinical?
V, I want to ask you a question, actually. I was thinking about this during the game. I know he scored a goal today, but one of the things that I find interesting from Klopp is that I thought Joe Gomez was playing brilliantly at left back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Robertson comes back, makes that change. And I know he scored a goal, but Robertson has been really poor. There also some mistakes here from Klopp as well, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. There's no... Listen, the scapegoating is absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
And what I want to point out, and again, Hussam is brilliant. He's brilliant, but he has a notepad. He has a notepad. He knows where he's going, who he's going to attack, who he's going to defend.
I actually wrote down all of Robertson's missed crosses.
Yeah, but this is why you're fraudulent as well, Hussam. Because
the ones that hit the first man.
No, listen. This is why you're fraudulent. Who looks at football this way? The man's crossed the ball. It's been in a dangerous position.
Who looks at football this way? Our left backs are supposed to cross the ball to our attackers.
And he has crossed the ball. But if a defender, because you tell me really quick, there's two ways. There's two oppositions. They're attack and defense. He can put the ball in a good place and a defender can make a play and clear it out. You're putting out all these marks when it doesn't get to an attacker. It's not supposed to automatically
I wrote it down for the ones that hit first man, Vater.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Vater, can I ask you a question? I'm gonna ask you a question. Stay on the big screen. I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah, you are in charge of Liverpool Football Club right now.
Oh, heaven forbid.
I offer you 100 million for Mo Salah or 100 million for Nunez and Diaz. Who are you selling? Be honest.
You're offering me 100 million for Mo Salah, or
100 million for Nunez and Diaz. Who are you selling? Be real. It's okay to say I'm
for 100 again for 100 million. I'm selling those two players. Yes.
Thank you. And that was my point all along, Peter.
No. However, you're getting more than that for Mo Salah. You're going to get more than that.
I think we're going to get more than that for Nunez and Diaz too.
No, not after these performances. Who's going to pay for that?
You ain't getting over 100 million for them two.
No, you're not. Forget what me, you, Terry, and Hamza think about Nunez and Diaz. Okay, think of the reputation around Europe, my brother. That's what.
No,
matters.
what we're going to look at is how did they perform under Klopp, and they were poor under Klopp. What makes me think I'm going to get a better result out of them? I'm not giving you that much.
In fairness, though, I will say this. Edwards managed to get £25 million for Jordan Ibe.
And 30 million for
Solanke. Got to throw that in there. I swear he got like 20 plus million for that bum Brewster.
25 million for Ryan Brewster. FYI.
Yeah, he might be able to, Hamza, you want to speak about Mo Salah? Talk to us.
What's so serious?
I just listen. Today I'm very disappointed. I think these players are cowards. They're bottlers. They're cowards, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, this is not the way to end a great manager. Like, if you call himself one of the greatest managers that Liverpool have ever had, you don't just shame him up in the last running, the legacy to be left this way, because people remember this legacy for Klopp as a legacy of just being challenging Man City, having one league title and challenging City. And now I understand why Klopp is probably leaving, because he's seeing this team they're cowards, bunch of cowards, absolute cowards. City's worst teams are challenging for the league. You got the most senior players, and I'll come out for Mo Salah. Why am I coming for Mo Salah? Because he's the most senior player. We're coming out for people like KDB. We come out for Haaland. Now they're senior because they've delivered us the league title. Mo Salah, I don't think his heart was here. I think I saw him in the AFCON. He didn't deliver it for Egypt. He came back here. Apparently, he was ready for the challenge. And this guy's been disappointing. Everyone scapegoats Darwin Núñez. We know Darwin Núñez is bad. No one thinks Darwin Núñez is class. But when Salah misses open chances against Manchester United, Atalanta, I think you're looking at yourself as a junior player and think, this is my best player on the pitch. And you can see today, you can see this guy doesn't have a heart in Liverpool. And mark my words, I'm telling you now. Salah will not stay at Liverpool. Mark my words. Salah does not have, he doesn't. He's already shown me this season. He's not staying at Liverpool this summer. Fact, I'm telling you now. Klopp is not done. Klopp is one of the most likable managers. He's loved by everyone who's played for him. For Klopp to have decided, I'm dropping Mo Salah, he knows something. He knows something that we don't. Salah has been underperforming, but certain people like Osam will refuse to call out Salah. They will come up for that Diaz. Okay,
he played 5 minutes today.
At least Diaz runs around and he takes.
Yeah, he played 10 minutes. Stop waffling.
He played 10 minutes.
He played 10 minutes.
But Salah,
Here's the defense. Here's the defense, Professor.
The problem with Salah.
Yeah, stop. He played 10 minutes and you want to scapegoat Salah.
Listen, the fact
Stop
that
this bullshit,
no, hold on. The fact that he's been dropped for a reason. He's been dropped because his performances has been poor. But to you guys, you have to, because he's got money in the bank, you justify not for him to be dropped. As for Robertson creating chances.
Hold on. You really think that Jurgen Klopp, hold on. You think Jurgen Klopp would choose Gakpo?
Before he came on.
Let Wamza finish.
One second. Before he came on,
Wamza,
you could see the
so
arguing. Klopp is talking to him, and he, in front of the cameras, he's arguing Klopp. You can tell this guy has no heart. He's got his heart set up somewhere else. And I'm sorry, he's a coward. He's a coward because I said it before. When Mane was delivering,
bro, behave yourself, bro.
Salah,
Behave
Salah
yourself.
was good,
Seriously.
yes. But Mane, to me,
What is this?
Mane was, no, 1 second. Mane wasn't appreciated. Since Mane left that football club, suddenly we're starting to see Mo Salah is a selfish player. In front of goal, I've seen this guy. He's not a leader. He's not a leader today. I feel sorry for Van Dijk. Van Dijk,
you guys can admit
special
that.
player. McAllister did well. Robertson did well. But to me,
McAllister did well.
Salah this season has already proved it. He doesn't care about Liverpool. And to me, he's going to Saudi.
Let me also say this, Professor.
Remember, I said it.
Professor, let me also say this. I think there's also, again, you guys have crashed it on Klopp about being sentimental, being too loyal, being too close to these players. Don't be victim of the same thing. Don't show too much sentimentality towards Salah when you have an opportunity to maybe build on what's next. Don't show the same over loyalty to a player.
I asked you the question for good reason. First of all, Hamza coming on here and speaking of Mo Salah proves everything that me and Mo are saying correct. You know why? Because as a Manchester City fan, of course you want Salah gone. Of course, because he's been a thorn in your side, including this season, forever. He's always given Manchester City the work. Of course,
he's bothered me for one season. One
second, he has the most goals against Manchester City in the Pep era. Don't even try. So, of course, you want Mo Salah gone. 100%. If I was in your place, I'd want Mo Salah gone too. I'm with you, brother. You know, since you want, you think we can't understand your games. First of all, I've asked Hamza a question that he has failed to answer 500 times. If Sadio Mane is so good, why did Bayern Munich sell him? It's a simple question that no one can answer. If Sadio Mane is so good, why is he not performing well in the Saudi league? Why are Al-Nassr fans sick of him? Why is he performing worse than Talisca? Then none of you guys even know. Do I miss Sadio Mane from 1920? Of course, but he fell off ever since. The one guy that's been performing for the last 7 years is Mo. And even this season, in the first 6 months, we were having these Mo Salah conversations as the best player in the world, the best player in the league conversations for good reason, you know? And for me, it's not simply defending the guy. If we're talking about the context of today's game, he played 10 minutes. He played 10 minutes. Came on, created the big chance for Nunez, who missed the tap-in. So you guys just want to do this whole narrative of just blaming Mo Salah. It would be like me if City lost. Hold
on. Why does it? No. Why doesn't that cross? No, Hussam. Why doesn't Mo Salah's cross get charted down on your book when it gets defended by the first defender? Why aren't you marking that down?
He didn't make a cross that was cleared by the first defender. That's a lie.
Nunez didn't get a foot on it. The
First of all, that would be like me.
By the way,
that would be like me coming on here after City Madrid and going like, it's all Kevin De Bruyne's fault.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, guys, Nunez literally, guys, Muhammad Salah. Wait. Muhammad Salah has the most chances created in the league. Even with him underperforming, he's still third in the GA in the season, scoring goals and having assists. His conversion rate is 50% of the chances in front of him. He still creates the most. Muhammad Salah should have been now on 30 plus GA if it wasn't for Nunez and the other guys. Yes, he's underperforming for his level. Yes, but still his level is higher than everybody at Liverpool. People judge him based on his level when he had 32 goals in the league.
You need to get rid of him before it dips. That's the point that we're making.
That's fine. But Muhammad Salah, to be honest, is underperforming in the last some games. Yeah, but he's still creating chances. But in my opinion, Liverpool should have let him go. He was held captive, and they should have let him go in the summer for the generational wealth.
What's really interesting though, Liverpool got to wise up though. If Aston Villa win tonight against Chelsea, this is what's really interesting about it. They win tonight against Chelsea, they will go on. They'll be 6 points behind. But then you play each other, right? Villa and Liverpool play one another, right? At Villa Park, or unless I'm mistaken. So they could then go within 3 points of you. If you don't sharpen up and start picking up some wins, you don't want to end up being fourth. That is what's on the cards here. You don't want to go out like that. Liverpool have got to pull themselves together, in my opinion. This here from Mr. Daddy says Bowen should start at the Euros. What a player! Like, he's probably not going to start over Saka. I know Saka's been out of form recently, but Saka for England's been amazing. But Bowen again today was class, there's no doubt. His header was excellent. His cross for Mikel Antonio. Forget Liverpool for a minute. That cross, that goal was absolutely impeccable. Now you see why I backed Grav Baller. It was good today. I thought he was decent today. Brave on the day. Result was fair, in my opinion. Yeah, they were. This here from Tyrone says the difference is Salah is supposed to be the guy. We know Nunez and Diaz are, I think he means rubbish. Salah is supposed to be the guy. 2 pens in 8 games. Terrible.
Americanization of the sport has ruined it. Guys, this is not NBA. Respectfully, Tyrone. This is not NBA. He's supposed to be the guy. It doesn't matter who the guy is. This is not an individual sport. This is football. No plug. This is football where it's like a team sport, guys. So no one can win anything by himself. No one. This the guy and these clutch and all these buzzwords. Let's stop using buzzwords. At the end of the day, the forward line in general is not good enough, and without him, we wouldn't even challenge for the league this season.
But this season, I'm saying,
this is what they expect him to do. This is what they expect him to do. They expect Mohamed Salah. Do you remember the goal against Manchester City where he just ran through the whole defense and
they want him to do that every week, basically.
They want him to do that every single game, 10 times a game. They want him to run through the whole team, scored the goal, celebrate, and then that's it. Salah scored the goal.
He's been poor against Palace.
No, hold on. Hassam is right. This isn't the NBA. You can't
Hamza, let's sad talk. Let the real football man talk.
Bro, you can't expect this to be like the NBA where you get LeBron James who just does like 50, 30, 40 points and goes crazy and does his own thing, bro, and he's getting hella points, bro, and he's just scoring hella. Like, bro, that's not the game of football. The game of football is a team game, and maybe you can get a special moment But those moments are special.
I get who saw Liverpool fan defending Salah. I get that.
Game consistently.
I get who
Salah can only do so much. And right now, I said this to Hussam on his halftime talk. Yeah, I said to him, this team right now looks like they've given up. They look like they are they are out of it.
Yeah,
they are
part
done
of
with
that
this
team.
title race, and they're just trying to get past. They're just trying to get past till the end of the season. And
but who's giving up? Who's giving up? Name the players who's giving up.
It gives me flashbacks of us last season. Do you remember when we started losing those? We started drawing those games, and we started slowly dropping off. That's what it gives me right now with Liverpool. These guys need to at least keep it respectable. Go out there and fight for your life. It doesn't matter if you're out of the title race right now. It doesn't matter, bro. At least make it respectable. At least keep yourself as close to them as close to Man.
So why did Klopp drop? Why did Klopp drop? If Salah's that good, why did Klopp drop him?
I do agree with Hamza in the sense of he has been dropped because he's been out of form, and that's fair. I do think the pile-on though on Mo Salah is over the top because people have been waiting to shit on him for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. We saw it when Ronaldo came to the Prem. When he was like absolutely finished, Man United nearly conceded in the first 30 seconds. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my, we're so bad. We're so bad. Long ball over the top. Oh my word. But it's one of those things for me where I saw people talk about Ronaldo and see, I always told you this about Ronaldo, Terry. I was like, bruv, he's 38. He's old. You were telling me this when he was 24, when he wasn't like that. And I do think there's a little bit of a pile on Mo Salah. He hasn't had a good title running, but he's been so influential for Liverpool over the course of his time there. He's got the credit in the bank where I don't think he should be the one who, it should be not the young kids, but it should be the ones now 23, 24, 25, 26 who are stepping up and taking the mantle, and they're not doing it. Mo Salah is past his peak, in my opinion, and he's had a bad run of form, but I do believe he's being scapegoated.